Hello and welcome to LastStandGamers Tourist Guide to Namalsk. Today I'm going to take you through the island and hopefully by the end of it I'm going to give you some vital tips that you can use on your survival. So let's get started. You've spawned in. Where'd you go? What are you looking for? Which are the best towns to go for loot? These are all questions that are probably flying through your head right now. Well, the first thing to do is we want to avoid them players. Due to this map being a lot smaller than other maps, it's more likely than to bump into players straight away, so be really careful and try to avoid them. Obviously they're not just going to go and fly off, so the most important thing we can do is just avoid them, hide. But let's get looking at some of the larger areas of PvP. First, let's have a look at Vakuta. This draws a lot of players from all around due to it having so much food and water supplies that the rest of the island simply doesn't have. So play it safe. Don't dare go on any of the rooftops or you'll just make yourself some nice sniper bait where someone can easily steal your loot and all your hard work getting here is going to be wasted. Obviously there's multiple story apartments. Like I said, don't get on the roof, move through the buildings, use as much cover as possible when in this area, and it's more likely that it's going to be groups working in this area. Moving on to the old hospital. The old hospital is on the eastern side of the island and basically it's separated by either a bridge or a narrow stretch of sort of earth tarmacked road. So basically if you're heading into this area you need to be really careful, you need to make the right choice. I recommend crossing at the bridge, but if you do decide to cross on this narrow strip as you can see here, you need to be really careful and make it as fast as you possibly can because there's going to be snipers watching this from all around. Moving on to the southern mountains. The southern mountains are perfect for military loot, but as you can probably see the main issue is going to be the temperature. The temperature is going to absolutely freeze your nuts off. So what you're going to want to do is you want to get some warm clothes, get a heat pack or get a nice fireplace ready to roll out. Once you've done that, there's some other camps in the villages that possess even more supplies, including the underground bunker system. Moving on to the Sebjem Dam. This is one of the main control areas for the map, and if you hold this correctly, basically you can control the arms shipments from the north to the south. So basically weak players will remain in the north and heavily geared players remain in the south. Obviously these are some multiple crossing points that I showed you there. Let's continue on. Let's talk about moving around this map at some speed. Obviously they need to pick up some vehicles. Picking up the vehicles is key to this map because there's no way you're going to possibly get around through some of these dangerous areas without getting a vehicle. Obviously look through the standard areas, look in Vakuta, look in all the populated areas. As you can see here I have 5 AKMs to 2 cans of beans. This is the ratio of food to weaponry on this island. So basically for every can of bean we'll find a few AKMs more. So as you can see it's going to be a real battle for food to survive on this island. As you can see I'm back here in Vakuta. I'm just trying to warn you about some of the main areas. You can see the elevator shafts are extremely dangerous. Players just seem to camp right at the top and just drill you as soon as you're coming up, so really avoid going up onto the roofs if you can. Moving on, let's talk about where to place your campsites. I've only really found one location where you can plan your campsite correctly and leave it rather safe for the majority of the time. As you can see here we have Objective AI or Object AI depending on what you're saying. So let's move to the south of here. As you can see to the south there's a small coastal line, and basically what we can do is we can hide the camp down there really nicely. How can we control this island, you're probably asking? Right, we can control this island really easily. Remember the Sebjem Dam that we were looking at before? Basically by setting up along here and setting up a few of the units along this area we can control the shipments, like I was saying before, from the high geared players that are down in the south to the northern city. So if we can lock off that, it means we're going to have easy pickings in the north and easy pickings down in the south. So if you can lock that area off it's going to make the map so much better. And like I said, a really big deal about this map is temperature, so get yourself some warm clothes, get a fire going or get some heat packs. But thanks for watching guys, and I hope you liked this and enjoyed it, so make sure you subscribe and hopefully I'll see you next time.